only had one second place, had 2 wins so far.
Anthony, the story of Ruben Moya, who's had such a strong start to the season back in his home country for whether it be Winter Cup or Round 1. 13th on the grid for this one, 12th, 13th and 9th as well yesterday. Ruben Moya, championship contender with work to do here.
Yeah, certainly so. He did make positions in one of them, but yeah, it is going to be a tough old weekend for Moya. Let's take you through the starting lineup then for Groups E versus F. It's Cristian Biasati and Romeo Rosell on the front row of the grid, from Roberto Castellozzi on row 2 with Loris Schatz alongside. Alex Lagaza and Mark Lapiccolo go from row 3 with Kyo Lee and Matis Maschouts on row 4. Conor Grant and Rema Blanc on row 5 from Emanuele Leodakis and Gillian Camin on row 6. Ruben Moya and Fred Green on row 7 from Maximano da Silva and Bertram Sasha on row 8.
Eden Spanswick returns, is on row 9 for this one alongside Ricardo Salemi. Hamza Al-Fayez and Louis Aguiar start on row number 10. Hugo Delayed and Marcel Matijevic start on row 11. Alex Machado will be moving through the field, you would think, from row number 12, is joined by Abdullah Kamel on that one. Killian Boss and Hugo Besson starts on row 13. Luca Montebello and Delano Wellens form an all-Belgian row 14. Luna Clare and Marc Granada start on row 15. Austin Gale and Alessandro Bigi starts on row 16. And it's a 34 kart field that is formed up by Juan Pablo Girard and Emilio Ortolani. But an update on that situation, Girard does not take the start, so it will be 33 runners for this one.
Yes, it will. Right, drivers making their way through the infield section here, the tight and twisty Franciacorta circuit that spreads out between 7.5 metres wide to 11 metres wide. It really opens up for the drivers into some of the corners here, but it tightens the most at the exit of turn 14. And again, it brings that extra little dynamic for it being the most feared corner in world karting, as I'm gonna call it that one. I'm gonna put it a little pin on Google Maps that you can do, and just like the most feared corner in karting here at Franciacorta. We're looking ready, set to go then at the front of the grid, back of the grid, just getting into formation. It's still quite spread out at the back of the field, but let's see what our race director Martin Bean thinks of it as they head round the final corner. Into the tram lines they go. The lights go green. We are away and racing. Good start then from Biasati. Holds onto it. Rosell and Sash as well got to the inside as they make their way through turns 1, 2 and 3. There's a spin in the middle of the pack and the rest of the field tries to avoid. Who is the drivers that have gone round? 2 of them off the circuit. We'll get the answer to that one very, very soon. And I think it's the KTR racing driver of Rema Blanc. And I think Emanuele Leodakis was one of them, but there was more drivers further down. I think it's the TB car of Alex Machado, who's the other driver involved in that incident. But big shame for those drivers.
Yeah, and that's the risk if you're starting in the middle of the pack and towards the rear there, that things like that can occur. Machado has got going again, but is some 12 seconds off the back of the pack. End of lap number 1. It's a TB kart, 1-2. Biasati at the front of the order from Castellozzi. Castellozzi down the inside. Well, that is a move and a half for a driver who needs big results. 4th, 7th, and a disqualification yesterday. Now, the good thing for Castellozzi is, because it's a longer format for the seniors, yes, that disqualification is going to impact his score, but he has got enough opportunities to race back through and into the top 36. Which is where drivers need to be if they want to be on the grid for the final tomorrow. But yeah, he really did send it down the inside. Oof. There. Oh, now that is a lot of damage. I think that is the KCR of Rema Blanc on the Gillard chassis there. That's going to need some work before the next set of heats. This is Loris Sash on the attack as well. Been impressed with Sash so far this weekend, Anthony. Had a solid weekend last time out as well. There's another one of those drivers who seems to have got a bit more pace so far this weekend. And oh, look at that, bit of a wide moment for Castellozzi. He's going to have a challenge here from the Dane in the 3-3-2 as they move down into turn 5. Yes, there is lovely stuff from Sash, but runs a bit wide. Through steps Biasati. Classic turn 5 scenario. If you run a bit deep through there, that curb on driver's right is one of the just pulls you steering away from going left, and Biasati takes the opportunity to step down the inside.
Yeah, I think Castellozzi is probably not going to be the happiest bunny underneath that helmet after that move there down the inside. Yes, go for the move if you're going to make the corner, I think he's probably going to be thinking underneath that helmet. But no, fair play to Sash. Went for the move. The gap was there. And again, down the inside. I don't think Russell will be too happy with that one. A little bit of contact between the two of them through the corner, but he stays focused now and goes defensive from Castellozzi, who sends it down the inside from turn 2. That was nicely done. The gap was there as he tries to fight back now towards the front. Sash in second place is on that rear bumper of Biasati now, who controls this race.
Need to keep an eye out, though, because Matthias Meerschout behind is running very quickly indeed. A 50.164 is a new fastest lap of the heat so far. The Belgian, who had flashes of speed in Spain, is another driver having probably a bit more of a consistent weekend so far in terms of that pace, looking to score points here this weekend. Down the inside goes Sash into turn 14 on the race leader. Change at the front then. Sash takes it from Biasati. Castellozzi still there in third. Russell making it a 4-car battle for the lead.
This is a nice close battle here. Russell just going to the outside there, trying to get the switch back through turns 2 and 3. That's not going to work. Again, a dive to the inside. We saw it go earlier on. This time around, they haven't got the drama from behind, but Meerschout has closed in. It is a 5-car battle. There is a cut that has stopped on the side. That's the 360. Unfortunately, it's Killian Boss who is tumbling down the order, unfortunately out of this race. The hard-working marshals quick at the scene, and there you can see the temperature is warming up. It's only 13 degrees on our time screen, but T-shirts around.
Yeah, it's some good conditions for racing here today at Franciacorta. Round 2 complete, lap number 5 then. Lawrence Sash leads from Christian Biasati. Romeo Russell there in third. Meerschout now up to 4th place. Castellozzi and Legezza fighting over 5th place. Good to see this from Alex Legezza. A difficult day yesterday for the multiple-time Italian champion. So strong, of course, in the IAME World Finals a few years ago. This is more like it. Running hardly at all in the top 10 yesterday. Is competing there for 5th place. Back at the front of the order, though. Back end of the Falcon for Lawrence Sash, just stepping out a bit there through turn number 10. But he's got a lot of speed, a lot of punch off the corners. That's performing well down into turn 14. There is Russell down the inside for 2nd place on Biasati. Moves continuing here as we come around to complete lap number 6.
So crucially, what you can take away here is that your front 2 in this one are both starting on the even side of the grid, who have only done their 2 heats. Fresher tyres, despite the best efforts from Biasati here, who's had 2 wins yesterday and a 2nd place. He's got a 1 full heat lesser fresh tyres than the rest of the field as well, of course, as the odd side of the grid. So really having to push hard on this one. Meerschout really putting in the work here now. P4 is on this rear bumper. There he is. You can see him on the KCR racing cart. And, well, if he is going to go for the move, I reckon it's going to be in towards turn 14, because look at him close up here, and now there's a move possibly happening there. There's a big impact into the wall. It's a victory lane. It's the 291, and it is Maximiliano da Silva, unfortunately. The Portuguese driver is out of this race after a big contact with the wall, and Emilio Ortolani has just received a black flag. Now, I'm not putting two to two together, but no, he's a technical flag. That's why he's getting a black flag. But that is a big hit to the wall there for Da Silva.
Yeah, it's well, that's black flag came out. Sorry, technical flag came out about 3 minutes ago. So yes, that's why he's had the black flag for not observing it.
Now
that is how we lost Da Silva from the race. It was contact with one of the Zankis there. Actually, no, that was a separate incident. Between a victory lane and a Zanki. Might have been Alex Legezza and Mark Lopiccolo, because they both lost a huge stack of positions.
Yes, they
so,
have.
well, after a brighter race for Legezza, that is more problems for the winner of IWF 2021. Back at the front of the order, change of lead, and Matthias Meerschout has come to the front, but not for much longer, because down the inside goes Lawrence Sash. Romeo Russell in there as well is going to be wide as Biasati's back down the inside. This is a ferocious race here for groups E and F. It's got a feeling of more like a superheat than a qualifying heat at the moment, but Sash has battled back to the front.
And this is the beautiful thing about this circuit. You can get the overtake for the lead through turn 14. You can hold it round 15, and turn 1, but trust me, you can very easily lose it again into turn 2. This is what makes this circuit so fast, so fierce, and we always get close racing. Again, Michoud to the inside through turn 14. He gets it done around the inside. Can he get the switch back for Loris Sash? The answer to that is no. There is De Silva off the track there, clearly in a bit of discomfort as we go on to lap number 10 now. As we go in towards turn 2, any moves here? No, but look how close they are. He's not broken away. This is why you love the circuit. Franciacorta always offers close racing, but now as he tries to open up a gap as they go into the tight, twisty section, Shouts is having to defend here from Biasati, Russell, Castellozzi, who is closing back in now.
Some good moves down the order as well. Austin Gale has gained 20 positions so far in this race. He's up to P11. Hugo Basson up 12 as well to 14th. Biasati having a little look there into turn 11 and then 12 on Sash. That's just stretched things out a touch, but it'll soon close in again as the slipstream comes into effect. Michoud's got some really good pace down the straights. Sash didn't close in as much as I expected there. On to the last lap then. There's a warning flag for the 3-2-2. That's going to be a 5-second on appealable penalty for the 3-2-2. We're going to focus at the front though. Michoud holding onto the lead, defensive to the inside before they get to turn 5. The run off of here is crucial. It's good for the Belgian in the KCR. Still holds onto the lead, but Sash down the inside. That's going to open things up for Biasati. Oh, around the outside fights Michoud, but Biasati for the second time in this race sees an opportunity and takes the lead.
Oh, that's nicely done there. Could read the road perfectly ahead, timed it beautifully to just get it down the inside. And again, another factor of this circuit. He's going to go defensive in towards turn 14 again, because everyone goes defensive into 14. It is the most feared corner, but out of the final corner, it will be Christian Biasati again. Another qualifying heat win. That is 3 qualifying heat wins out of 4 and a second place earlier on. He is the closest rival to Danny Carinini at this moment.
That's his best win of the weekend so far.
Yeah,
because the story with the tyres, I don't think he was expecting that, but that is the make of great drivers, that they win the races that perhaps they have no right to do so. But Christian Biasati taking the opportunity, taking the win, stays on 2 points, and has many reasons to be pleased about that one. Goes into the 5th round, or the 5th race for the Italian later on this afternoon. Drivers will make their way back to Parc Fermé, and we'll have a look at the provisional results from that qualifying heat between drivers in groups E and F. Christian Biasati takes the win by 0.5 of a second ahead of Mathis Michoud. Romeo Roussel in 3rd. There is the recovery for the 360 of Kilian Boss. Not a good result there for the Spirit karting driver. Biasati from Michoud. Roussel in the top 3. Loris Sash and Roberto Castellozzi in the top 5. Keo Lee, good drive there from Keo Lee up to 6th place. Connor Grant, Eden Spantwick, Fred Green and Austin Gale were all in the top 10. Magnificent run for Gale, up 21 positions. Hamza El Fayez, Julian Cameron, Hugo Basson, Bertram Sash and Ruben Moyer in the top 15. Another average result there for Ruben Moyer, unfortunately. Mark Granado was up to 16th place ahead of Emmanuel Leodikis. Abdullah Kamel, Hugo Gelade and Luca Montebello all in the top 20.